where you can be any and everyone. You can be any kind of dude. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you sound like. It's the same as a dude that's 140 pounds looking at a power lifter and saying, I don't know, I just don't think you're strong. I don't think you're very strong. You're just not really a strong guy to me, bro. Listen. Fine, okay, you're a power lifter. Okay, you can bench press 500 pounds. That's not, and mind you, the guy telling you this, he's 150 pounds. He's 150 pounds and he's 5'6", and he's telling you, eh. And whether or not y'all realize that, no, that's not good for society. Because a person like this can basically, for the most part, especially when they have a voice, and this is kind of what influencers and media has become. It's become more like actual losers. Because again, you got to realize these are people who put themselves on and made themselves who they are. Like, no one saw them somewhere and said, "You have a great look. You have a great delivery and voice. We need to put you on the radio." Or I mean, there was no gatekeeper that said, "Yo, we have to get." And I don't mean him in particular. And I'm not saying he's ugly, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, bro. And again, look, get me wrong, you're entitled to your opinion, but this is what I mean by the whole male jealousy thing. Guys who present this way, guys who look this way, guys who talk this way, who have this overall aura, basically the kind of dudes that would just dry a bitch up. You know what I mean? And listen, and that's his struggle. But the kind of guys that will dry a bitch up, they always have these kinds of opinions. And this was the actual the face and the majority, as far as the people who felt strongly that Kendrick killed Drake so bad. This is what they actually act like and sound like. A lot of it had to do with, well, I don't like successful men to begin with. I don't like men who get bitches to begin with. Cause some dudes like, yo, they're so not popping that they do not gravitate towards someone who is popping. Like, I was having a conversation with my homeboy and I'm playing him some fire that I made, and in his mind, he's thinking about the kind of music we listened to in college and in high school, which is more like the locks. Basically music that's more formless, right? Like music that's more like, it's some nigga rapping. Like, I always get on him about being a fan of Joel Ortiz. Joel Ortiz is a great rapper, right? But at the end of the day, there's a reason why he never took off as an artist. Is because, like, yo, you don't make music that people like. And that's another thing about hip hop too. When we say conscious, underground, lyrical, whatever you want to call it, it's loser music. It's literally music that underperforms. It's literally music that no one's checking for, except for a small minority of people. But of course, if I give the mic to that minority of people, they're going to tell me that, oh, this is amazing, and you'll hear some dumb shit like Black Thought is a trillion times better than Jay-Z. No, he is not. He's literally not. Absolutely not. Stop it. No one knows. If no one knows your verses, nigga, how are you better than Jay-Z? If Black Thought couldn't do a verses with Jay-Z, how was he better? Get the fuck out of here. But again, someone like Will I Am, creative dude, eclectic dude, but also the kind of dude that, yo, you may have been shunned by the black community. You may have been shunned by black women because you was on some weirdo shit. Because you got to realize a lot of like creative, eclectic black men, a lot of times they're shunned by the black community. Now, they may not get into that aspect with you, but what it does is make them they form this song, this taste in music, where a part of your taste in music is basically just you kind of siding with or riding with whatever you think is anti-establishment, whatever you think is going against the status quo, or just having a contrarian opinion. Another thing too about loser ass niggas love to have a contrarian opinion, meaning that whatever people like, and it's another thing that's like kind of mess music up, and that was really at play during the battle, is that these contrarian opinions, which is basically, all right, well, I'm going to go with the unpopular opinion so that I can stimulate people more and go viral, right? And I feel like a part of that shit, it was a combination of so many different things. But the main thing I wanted to play was this dude that, yo, people like Charlemagne, because you got to realize, again, Charlemagne and his voice, he made it cool, he made it fashionable, he made it like a running joke to clown Drake, no matter how great of an artist, no matter how, because basically in his book, which is some bullshit, he's saying I can like his music, but at the same time, insult him. Those are insults. That's not. Those aren't like playful jabs. Those are insults. Those are they really fighting words, honestly. Like if I was around a nigga and he kept talking how Charlemagne talk about Drake, I would hit him. At some point, I'll say what's up, nigga. At some point, you know what I mean? Maybe not right away, but at some point, because like no one would ever tolerate the things that Charlemagne would say about Drake to them, saying like to their face, especially in the beginning, calling him an albino girl and you had like an albino light skinned girl, bro, nah, stop it, Charlemagne. Especially given we see you run on camera, you didn't fight back at all. You got punched upside your head. You ain't turn around to say, yo, you know who did that? You ain't swinging in defense to even defend yourself, nigga. Man, hold on, where's Charlemagne running away? Hold on, man. Charlemagne, hold on, my bad. Charlemagne, the guy running away from fight.
Charlemagne, what happened when you got punched in the eye, dude?
The guy got killed later on, but it wasn't because of me.
I responded to him.
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
But because we have different trauma, we're different. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that would, like, I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. Let me ask you a question, Dan. You ever ran from a fight? What would happen if y'all heard that I ran from a fight? That's a masculine way of doing things. Now, you don't see it that way. You like to play like games. Like, I'm not quite, when you say kids, I was like, and it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay. But because we have different trauma, we're different. Like,
now don't get me wrong. Dame Dash is usually going into these conversations to avoid talking about his money situation and what's going on with him and why you haven't. Listen, we love Dame, but like, Dame has not been a part of anything successful that we can look at and say Dame did that or he was a part of that, and really since Rockefeller. I think we all like want him to be a part of something successful. I think that Dame would have did better if he would have got on content early and stay. Cause like he's doing content, but I don't think he understands it the way that he should. I mean, cause like you're online, no, and they do lives and stuff like that. But like Dame is the kind of nigga that, yo, real talk, if Dame would have just kept it cool and like, yo, I'm an OG and whatnot, yo, Dame could have been a big a big streamer. And he probably still could be. But he come from an era when old heads had mystique and you didn't tell everything and people didn't see you live your life like that and whatnot. And I get it. Maybe he don't want to do that. And maybe he don't got to do no IRL streaming or nothing like that. But at the same time, it's like, well, you online anyway. But only time we see you online is in an interview, right? Like, he doesn't really do his own videos. If they would have done that, he would have been able to grow a new empire just from that. Just yo, we're going to just do media. You know what I mean? And we're going to kick it, you know what I mean, and do a show, which I know he's kind of tried that, but just hasn't been consistent with doing his own thing. The only time we see Dame doing content is when he basically is dissing as a black man. But anyway, let's play this clip of Charlemagne get punched in the head. Hold on, man. God damn, where the hell's the video at?
And I'm shocked she came, but this is Lil' Kim. Brooklyn never ran, never will.
Queen B, Lil' Kim. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, MV.
How you doing?
And I respect any artist.
Damn, hold on, what happened? Goodness gracious, I'm trying to find this joint. All right, this is right here. Here we go, boom. This gotta be it. It's 30 seconds. Gotta be it.
What's good, my G? Can I get a drop? I need a drop, son. I need a drop, baby. What's up? Come on. Let's get a drop.
Nah, this is funny. Like, he wasn't backing up the kind of. I mean, he was trying to get a better look at him and whatnot, and I get it. Listen, I get it. You surprised? I would have backed up and ran a little bit too, but I'm just saying, this is a little bit shameful. They not seeing you getting your ass kicked and get jumped and whatnot. Matter of fact, that nigga never threw his hands up. Matter of fact, look again. Hold
Ooh, I need a drop, son.
Now, don't get me wrong. The nigga did sucker punch him, and that's not honorable, and that's not cool, and everything. But Charlemagne didn't get hurt, so that's why we could laugh about it. He didn't get hit by a car. He didn't get knocked out. He actually didn't get beat up. And listen, that may have been the best choice for him, but at the same time, it do say a lot about you. It do say a lot about your character. But this is the issue too. The fact that he could have an opinion on other men when we see you run from a fight on camera from niggas who wasn't even big. There wasn't no big scary guys. Niggas didn't look strong. I'm saying like you ain't even trying to get one of them niggas. You ain't even trying to punch the nigga who hit you. Like if somebody hit me in the head, I'm gonna be like something. He was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, you ran away.
Ooh. I need a drop, baby.
I need a drop, baby. It's crazy.
Let's get a drop.
So yeah, man, that's Charlemagne. That's Charlotte right there, bro. So you gotta ask yourself, like, all right, how is it possible that a dude that has this kind of footage online and has this kind of record can speak on who's tough, can speak on what other people should do, telling Drake, yo, don't talk about Kendrick. What yo, listen, that's someone trying to stall you out. That's someone trying to stop you. Really trying to trick you out your spot. Because Charlemagne is a part of the people who try to build up this narrative of Kendrick is just too deadly. Kendrick is so good. He's too deadly. Leave him alone. That's narrative. That's not reality. Kendrick does not rap that well. He never has rapped that well. Like the status y'all niggas give him is based off of just really like he had good timing, bro. He just had good time. Like I said before, like Kendrick really does. He does like weirdo rap. That's weirdo shit. Like he does like weirdo rapping. But anyway, I wanted to just mostly talk on that because when I saw that clip with the nigga Hassan, when I saw him call Drake corny, I was like, yo, fam, you can't call somebody who's more lit than you corny. Doesn't make sense. But that's a real hip hop thing. That's a male jealousy thing. Even the word corny, like those kind of concepts are all tactics that niggas who are jealous use against you, and then other people see them do it, and it becomes a social norm. So it's a normal thing that no matter how nice somebody dressed, no matter how popular someone is, especially if they're like a celebrity, it will always be okay to still shit on that celebrity. You know what I mean? And have these harsh critiques that if this person was someone you know, like it would be way more obvious, yo, why you hating on time? You feel me? But anywho, where we at in the show? We out 42 minutes. Oh, I like my lighting. My light look nasty, man. I like that, man. Oh yeah, you know what? The sun's coming out, so I don't really need both. If I turn this one on. Yeah, it's no need for both. All right, so. All right, man, we're going to end it right there, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Subscribe to the channel.
Someone needs a place to stay for the